Is it possible to rank the world's best beaches? Of course not, as preferences will differ from traveler to traveler based on amenities, accessibility, swimming and water sports options, safety, sense of place, relaxation, and scenery. Nevertheless, being well-traveled, we hereby present you my list of the most spectacular beaches in the world. From coral to sandy and long to enclosed, it should come as no surprise that most of these beaches are located in the world's best beach destinations. Unfortunately, these beaches are no secret anymore, and you will have to share their incredible beauty with many other travelers. If tranquility is a must, you may consider swapping the beaches for one of the world's most beautiful, semi-private hotel beaches, or opt for a stay at one of the world's most exclusive private island resorts. What sets Tulum apart is its proximity to some of the most stunning Mayan ruins in all of Mexico. It is here that one of the world's best cultural destinations meets one of the world's best beaches. Tulum's ruin is an ancient walled city sitting on rocky cliff that overlooks a spectacular beach. With hordes of tourists visiting every day, the area is not exactly private, but the broad stretch of white sand and mesmerizing turquoise Caribbean waters more than make up for it. Navagio Beach is an isolated yet strikingly beautiful sandy cove on the Greek island of Zakynthos. It is often referred to as the Shipwreck Beach because it is home to the wreck of a ship called Panagiotis that is believed to have been a smuggler's ship. The area is defined by its sheer limestone cliffs, white sand beaches, and clear blue water, which attract thousands of tourists yearly. The strip of beach is accessed only by boat, but you can see it from above if you stand on the high side of the surrounding cliffs. The Turks and Caicos comprise 40 islands and cays, of which Providenciales is the main tourist center. It's here, on the northern shore, that you'll find Grace Bay, a 19 kilometers, 12 miles, paradise-perfect mix of sugary sand and transparent water, fringed by a coral reef system with fabulous snorkeling and diving. Unfortunately, an increasing number of resorts and condo hotels have sprung up along the shore in recent years, so you may be better off these days on the more private hotel beaches of Amanyara or Parrot Cay. Whitehaven Beach is protected by the Whitsunday Islands National Park and is located in the heart of the Great Barrier Reef. Australia's most famous beach stretches for 44 miles, 7 kilometers, and is washed by swirls of turquoise, blue, and green water. The sand is 98% pure white silica, which gives it a brilliant, near-luminescent color. You can reach the beach via a helicopter or seaplane, or you can sail to Whitehaven Beach with one of the many yacht excursions in the area. Baia do Sancho is situated on the remote island of Fernando de Noronha, an active volcanic archipelago of 21 islands in the Atlantic Ocean, located approximately 220 miles, 350 kilometers, off the coast of northeastern Brazil Bay. Sparkling emerald water and soft white sands are surrounded by vegetation covered 250 feet, 75 meters, cliffs. The beach can only be reached by boat or by foot on a dirt trail through a crack in a rock wall with a few dozen uneven, slippery sandy steps. The beach is perfect for snorkeling and spotting rays. Baia Bay is a stunningly beautiful, sheltered bay on Thailand's Koh Phi Phi. With a ring of white sand surrounded by mangroves and towering limestone walls, blanketed by dense foliage, it's easy to see why director Danny Boyle chose this beach for cult favorite The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. The main beach within the bay is around 200 meters, 650 feet, long and features silky, soft white sand, with underwater colorful coral and exotic fish in exceptionally clear water. Cape Town tops the list of the world's most beautiful cities, not least because of the magnificent beaches on its doorstep. Camps Bay is not only Cape Town's most popular beach, but also the only urban beach to make it into our top 10 list. Boasting blinding white sand set against the majestic backdrop of the 12 Apostles mountain range and Table Mountain, Camps Bay's water is a bit cold due to the currents in the Atlantic Ocean, but that will not distract you from the amazing surrounding scenery and world-famous sunsets. One of the most photographed beaches in the world, the blinding white sands of Anse Source d'Argent unfurl across La Digue, one of the 115 islands that make us this paradisiacal archipelago in the Indian Ocean. The beach sparkles against a backdrop of enormous granite boulders, worn by time and weather. An offshore reef provides protection from ocean waves, making the turquoise water an ideal spot for swimming. Keep an eye out for endangered birds and giant tortoises, Crete's Elafonissi beach's immense popularity comes from its pretty pinkish sand, warm lagoon-like waters, and very wild feel. Elafonissi Beach is actually an island, separated from the mainland by the shallow water and sandbars that only disappear under about 3 feet of water at high tide. Facilities are limited to palapa-covered sunlanders and a handful of tavernas for fresh seafood. If Elafonissi is too packed, try Bella's Lagoon in the north. Perhaps the most famous beach in the world, glam Copacabana Beach has just about everything going for it. 3 miles of glorious golden sand, a party vibe, and a dazzling skyline of jagged mountains, and Art Deco and modernist architecture. Even the beach boulevard, a Portuguese-inspired black and white mosaic design by landscape architect Roberto Burle-Marx, is a visual knockout. The beach acts as Rio de Janeiro's social hub, especially on weekends, with locals sunbathing, promenading, and playing volleyball, and vendors selling everything from popsicles and shrimp skewers to caipirinhas and ice-cold beer. On the remote southern coast of Western Australia, 39 miles from the nearest city of Esperance, Cape Le Grand National Park is home to several distinctly beautiful beaches and bays. The coastal trail winds through heath-covered bluffs, visiting Hellfire Bay's granite boulders and clear blue waters, and Lucky Bay, home to some of the world's whitest sand. For a bird's-eye view, hike the 1.5-mile wildflower-strewn Frenchman Peak Trail. There is no shortage of beautiful beaches in Florida, the peninsula state that boasts 1,350 miles of coastline shared between the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Caribbean Sea. Since beaches in Florida can get quite busy, we recommend going off the beaten path and into the Panhandle to Grayton Beach in South Walton, between Pensacola and Panama City. Boasting 400 acres of fine white sand and a unique lake within the sand dunes that's perfect for kayakers, you can enjoy a less developed Florida beach, and the adjacent town scores extra points for its quirky persona. The waters of the Pacific Northwest may be too cold for swimming most days, but that doesn't make them any less beautiful. Just 2 hours from Portland, Oregon, you'll find undeniable beauty on Cannon Beach. The town here is charming, but it is the towering 235-foot-high Haystack Rock and its surrounding needle-shaped rocks that give this beach its own skyline. One of the most photographed places in Oregon, it can get crowded here, but there's a long stretch of scenery to enjoy in this area. After you visit Cannon Beach, you can set up your picnic at Hub Point or Ecola State Park. Sand as soft as talcum powder, turquoise water as calm as a lake, water sports, beach bars, and luxury resorts. World-renowned 7 Mile Beach on Grand Cayman has it all. The beauty in a miles-long beach, albeit not quite 7 miles, it's closer to 5.5, is that everyone's happy. Travelers looking for a social atmosphere and high-octane fun can find it in a snap, while those just wanting to plop under an umbrella with a good book have no shortage of quiet hideouts on the sand. Golden sand and striking limestone cliffs are calling cards for beaches in Portugal's southern Algarve region. Picking the most beautiful is like splitting hairs, but special honors go to Praia de Marinha for its rustic, end-of-the-world appeal and lack of commercial buildup. Other quintessential Algarve must-visit beaches include Praia dos Tres Irmãos, Praia de Benagil, Praia da Falaja, and the super-sheltered Carvalho Beach. Thanks for watching. Please leave your thoughts in comments section and do not forget to subscribe, like, and share.